Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the archive. We're back, and with my work chaos dying down a teensy bit, we're actually going to be here more than once or twice this week, I hope, should everything remain consistent to how it's been. But regardless, it has been several weeks since we put in some time on Final Fantasy XVI. It now just occurs to me that I forgot to change the notification for when it goes out on Twitch. Probably still says Gatewalker session, whatever the fuck last week was. Oh, it's fine. We'll just get started. Tonight, since I can actually do this, because I don't have to get up until a little later tomorrow, we have Bullet Bourbon Small Batch to drink tonight. A little bit on the stronger side, up to 52%, but we're not going to have that much. Just a solid, double shot worth. Maybe pour out a little bit more later, but I don't know yet. It'll depend on how quickly we go through this. For 52%, that is insanely smooth. Alright, so we left off in Delmec. Yeah, the Delmecian Republic. We are traveling with our uncle here. Normal family stuff. Going out to destroy big archaeological crystals and all that with the family. You know how it is. Can I get over there? I have to go this way, probably. If I could just go through the water, I could get out of town that way. So, probably not. Whew.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Needed to a silken soft. The most fragrant herbs and
Finest fabrics.
I'm gonna be a little rusty because as I haven't played since we streamed this last. But hopefully things aren't, too horrifically difficult. Not that they've been up to this point. Have I even died yet? I now don't know if I've actually died or not. Can I just jump this? Nope. Okay, well, that's annoying. Because apparently the way out is through there, and I just fucking missed it. Granted, that's pretty on the par for me. As much as I hate to admit it. Also, I hope none of the audio is having issues. I'll also be keeping an eye on the webcam, because I have been having still some intermittent problems. While I fix the major stuff, Who would I be if I didn't not fix problems that would probably be pretty easy to fix, but I simply don't care enough to take the time. Also, I can't wait for this plan to get to have Uncle go in and fucking fake trade with these guys. I don't think this plan is gonna end well. Also, I don't think I can get there that way. I think I have to go around. Well, this is just a gap for the potion. If I still sound a little under the weather from last week, that's because I am. And I did not get a ton of sleep last night, so I'm going to be a little lower energy than normal, It's been a busy weekend. Had a bunch of shit to do.
I'll take it from here.
You sure that's the best idea? Because I'm not. Something tells me this isn't gonna go well.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Something tells me they're just gonna try to rob him. Something tells me this isn't a legitimate deal.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Yeah.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
I see. This is a lot more corrupt than we thought it was. Uh-huh.
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
I mean, we'll take the crystals.
Kill them both.
Also, I don't know if the game sounds a little quiet to me, at least on my end. So I might turn it up after this fight. Although now it sounds fine. It was just that cutscene for whatever reason. Just seemed really quiet on my end.
Not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, I didn't even realize it did that before, but if I use this in midair, it drags them up? Okay. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, but that's actually very useful to know. Would you fucking stop? I really wanted to kill him first, but apparently you want to die early. Bye. More? Okay. Where the fuck did you come from? Just way too many enemies. Like, what were they all doing there? Like, you just telling me they had like 30 dudes as backup?
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Sure.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious?
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Probably not
Indeed
fully
it is.
over, but
People of
for now.
Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
No, that's fine. We can wait like the 30 minutes. Hopefully it's gonna take you. That's not too bad.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades.
Oh, so we solved our own
Those behind
problem.
have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Gobble the... Ugh!
It's fine, Uncle. It's okay.
Wear this.
We won't have to deal with this for much longer. We're leaving down.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
That's cool.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
I'm sure I'll hold up my end of the bargain just fine. I've made it this far, haven't I?
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I'm going to turn up the volume a teeny bit, because it still sounds a little quiet to me. I'm going to turn it, like, to 83 around.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
That's a bit better.
It would make us. Light meat and dark. Fresh from the grill.
And look at that. The gate is open.
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
So you're not gonna give us trouble,
Get
right?
going soon. Do you have
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
Rude.
Ah, I'm not too late.
You could have just said whatever you were going to say while we were down there.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
No, I'm sure we can handle it just
Isn't
fine.
there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
That's probably the smartest thing to do then.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Still strange, Uncle, that you want to come with me to murder a guy.
Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
But I guess who am I to judge? To the mines, huh? I guess we should probably follow that instruction. It's probably safer that way, at least.
What is this place?
This is the spring which provides the water for the Dalimil Inn's famous healing baths. I wouldn't mind having a dip myself. If we didn't have more pressing matters to attend to, of course.
We have to head back this way anyway. It's fine. God. Although Windows 11 has caused me some problems, I do appreciate that HDR works. Unlike every version of Windows 10 I've ever run. HDR never wants to work on Windows 10, but it works perfectly on 11.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
That is big. How are we going to find what we're looking for?
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Yeah, but where?
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
What for?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake,
Oh.
I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
Good on you, Clive.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents.
I'm sure you won't have any problems.
I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Ugh, this guy.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
Yeah, this game has, it's like, I love all of the party members in this game. They're all phenomenal. Whether it's Sid's snark, Uncle's sort of like, sort of rich demeanor, but like really strong heart, or Jill's, well, Jill's more quiet than the rest, but, you know, there's benefits to that too. That thing is fucking huge.
What is dirt? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Shouldn't have let your arrogance get the best of you. That was a perfectly good table, you ass. That was just rude.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
Truly believe
no.
you would have triumphed at the Battle of Con.
I already had your hands
Titan
off.
would have ground
You're-
him to dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Well, I guess you could try to bludgeon me to death with your big metal hands that don't fucking move.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
Oh, this probably isn't going to end well.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
You mean went wild and maniacal?
Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Oh, this is not gonna end well. Now we're gonna have a rampaging titan to deal with.
You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
What the fuck? What do you... Oh, that's blood. That would explain the stench. The fuck are you... Oh, what the fuck?
Bring them from Ash.
Into the darkness.
Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, I didn't think there was any sneaking through. No, come on, that wasn't bad at all.
Taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Yeah, really not impressed with their work defending the mine here. Granted, their work defending the town and making sure we didn't leave was also not exactly their finest work. Perfect. Well, no point in sneaking. Alright, that's enough of being stuck in a corner. Thank you very much. Do not care for that. Okay. I'll just lock on the rest of this guy, I guess. Seems a bit overkill, but since he didn't want to get hit, apparently. Problem solved. Favor of lightning for... Oh, it's lightning rod, though. One of the abilities I don't use. So less helpful.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Easy. I don't remember what difficulty I set the game to, but clearly I set it too low. Oh, hello.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here?
Ow. 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 Fuck. Good. Easy. God, my stagger's kind of nuts. I stagger real easily. Wow. Holy shit. There's a whole fucking castle down here.
Flames. Come on, Togo.
How the fuck did they build this down here?
Luca never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
I really hope this place was, like, already, like, a huge empty cavern. Otherwise, do you know how much fucking manpower you'd need to fucking clean this whole place out?
Let the trial begin.
Alright. Who needs speed to dodge when you could just slow down time? Ow. Okay, alright. I really was hoping to finish him during that stagger stage. But that's okay. Ow. Whew. I almost died there. I got to low health, but, you know, still not really challenging per se. I just lost the ability to dodge at the correct time. Oh, hello. That's nice. It's probably not nicer than my current stuff, but it is nice.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
The fuck does that even mean? How are we mythos? Or how is our power mythos? Or whatever you want to fucking... whatever you're referring to. You want to elaborate and stop being cryptic? Of course, I guess you're talking to yourself, so there's no real reason to elaborate since you already know what's going on.
Did the orcs do this too? What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Probably a mixture of both, given how our life works. Okay, noted.
Time to fight.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Alright. I see. Yeah, get fucked. Bye. Nice. Goodbye? Yes. please? Thank you.
I needed that.
Nope, cutscene time.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
Maybe the only other door in this room. I don't know. Just a thought.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary.
And a noticeably boss battle shaped themed arena. I see, I see. It's stocking me up with items. Oh yeah, it is. Alright, time for the fun part. You're not the fun part. I was talking about the boss. Zap. Ow. Please leave me alone. There we go. That's what you get for not leaving me alone.
That better be the last of them.
Okay, maybe the suspiciously boss fight shaped room wasn't actually for a boss fight. Maybe just a bunch of 2 waves of enemies.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, you know, just some minor hallucinations, you know? Just minor shit.
You got away from her.
Okay, Freak.
Benedicta!
No need to be weird about it. Whoa, no we need to wait. Why are we being weird about this? What the fuck?
Oh shit, he's priming.
I hate it when the primals come in and yell it's priming time and then prime all over, you know? That's a very loud and irritating sound. I would hate to be you right now.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
Hey, Joshua, buddy, how you doing? You still bleeding from the mouth? Or lungs? Coughing up blood? That good stuff? Okay, not really good stuff, but you get what I mean. Oh, we got another Titan battle, huh? And by Titan, I mean not Titan the creature, like Titan as in the size of the fight. Oh, this probably isn't great. This would have been a lot easier had you not regenerated your hands, buddy. But I did remove them once, so I'll remove them yet again. I can just blast those out of the sky. I'm not gonna get anywhere quickly doing this. But it does work. Come on, you big fucking rock guy. Yes, that is the best insult I could come up with. How else do you insult a big rock? Get staggered. Man, you are ugly. Like, jeez, man. I'll just shoot the rocks. Like, this is a very clever idea you have and all, standing where I can't reach you and throwing rocks, but I can throw fire, so, like, what's the idea?
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Oh, hello. We've learned a new thing. Hold and release Q to emit a violent explosion.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Ow. That's quite the kick you just did. Easy. Alright, I clearly don't know how to use that very well yet. Nice, easy. Get fucked. Sure, you might be like 4 times my size, but what does that matter? I'm just better. I don't think you're supposed to eat those. For probably numerous reasons. Going Akashic being the primary reason?
What the hell has he done?
Holy fuck! I don't think we have to worry about Drake's head being a problem anymore. Hey, I think we have a bit of an issue. How the fuck are we gonna deal with that?
It's do or die. I'm coming, Kuka.
This is not what I was expecting. Okay, but fucking awesome. This reminds me of why I want to play fucking Asura's Wrath so much. Like, holy shit. honestly, I'm surprised with how well we're doing. I'm not really sure what we were expecting, but duh, yeah, that didn't hurt shit. Oh, we are not. Okay, good. I thought we were gonna do the fucking MGS, Metal Gear Rising fucking, you know, grab the big sword and slash him to death with it. Also, I just now noticed that this thing is called Titan Lost. Which I guess is a pretty apt description. Ow. What? How did that hit me? There we go. All right, here we go. I really didn't think the scales were going to get fucking bigger, but clearly I was mistaken. Ooh, that was close. Alright, now to do this again. Nice. My new ability, that shield really does damage. There we go. Come on. Finally making some visible progress. I guess disarming him once wasn't enough, huh? We had to do it twice just to assert dominance. Come on. Why does it keep resetting my cursor? What kind of bullshit is this? Yeah, finish it. Let's do this. Enough of you. That's fucking sick. What? How are you still alive, huh? Nice. How fucking deep is this fucking pit? Hell, it's gotta be a little deeper now, I guess. Okay, first hit on this phase. Alright. Oh, come on. Now I stun him? There we go. Alright. It's just a casual 600,000 stagger damage, you know. Easy stuff. Ow. Seriously, Hugo, can't you just accept defeat already? Like, I've thoroughly kicked the shit out of you. Like, there's such a thing as being a sore loser here. How we doing the thing with the rocks, though? Like, the ether thing I get, but why the rocks? You really just do not give up. Finally. fucking, what was that? A fucking 4 or 5 phase boss fight? That was pretty sick, I will be honest. Goodbye, Crystal. Get fucked. I appreciate you saving me and also I could destroy you. That was very kind of you. Can we at least tell Kupka that we didn't want to kill Benedicta? No. Literal... Oh, you exhausted all your shit. You are... You can't hurt that badly, Clive. Never mind, your nose is bleeding, and that generally means, like, you could have a brain bleed. So try, maybe you aren't doing so hot. What the fuck?
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
When the fucker starts walking down your blade, you know you've probably got problems.
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it.
Okay, maybe don't do that, preferably.
The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Torgal, how the fuck did you get out of there? Like, I know you're a resourceful dog, but holy fuck.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone.
You sure about that?
Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
So, what do you, what's in the air that has you so fascinated?
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Well, that was just rude and uncalled for.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire.
Doesn't mean much if he
People look to the
dies.
heavens. The sight of him gives them hope.
Oh. Good for them. I wasn't expecting that. That just caught me off guard.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
You got a good head on your shoulders, kid.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Let's see, what do we got here?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and... Gah!
Can't blame you for being a bit peeved.
Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Yeah, don't blame you there. That's quite the news.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you. At ease. We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope
Oh, okay.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But
He doesn't seem all too
I'm alive.
enthused at the joke.
just... Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get to hear it, tragically. That's unfortunate. I'm sure we'll hear it at some point.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
I was wondering where the music was. I was a little worried that things were going to be ominous. But nope, everything seems to be in order. Alright, Otto. Kupka is officially dead. Deadzo. Gone. Nilch. Well, actually, it's Zilch.
You're back.
I am,
Nada.
and with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be.
I don't know what just opened in the background. Something weirdly opened in the background. Doesn't seem to have done anything, but that was weird.
From Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Yeah, relax. Not consistent, like constantly work. What do you take me for? Alright, it did whatever opened up, kicked me out of the thing because I wasn't tapped in, apparently, but didn't seem to do anything else. Must have just been like something updating in the background, probably like Curse Forge or something.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must
Okay.
instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Okay, so, what's up?
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang?
Probably nothing
Only
good.
to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
Yeah, obviously.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Yeah, that's easy
the
enough.
wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Alright, time to tell everybody that we killed a bad guy. Alright. Mission accomplished, everyone. I am better than him. Defeated easily underfoot. Really was no struggle. Just took a while. Guy had like 5 phases. It was ridiculous.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
Not exactly.
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
Man, you really hated the guy, huh?
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me.
I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
Yeah, nothing good.
Bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Appreciate it.
It means a lot.
Alright. Now for Charon and Blackstone. Or Blackthorn. Not Blackstone.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Yep.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. Starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
I won't. It's already there. It's been there for a while.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Good luck with that.
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Oh, probably. We know how this goes. Something will come up and we'll inevitably have to immediately leave on a new quest.
It's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
No,
just spreading the word.
Normal things, you know. Celebrating with everybody that I killed an asshole, you know how it is. Just average stuff.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Oh, that's kind of a sad request, don't you think? Don't get me wrong, I do agree that she should probably visit, but everybody deals with these kind of things in different ways. Maybe it's for the best that she toils with her work, I don't know. I guess, you know, I guess it really depends. Although it doesn't hurt to ask.
Alright, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Of course it's fucking called the Enterprise.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
How about we help you out, and then we can...
Good old Clive.
Then we can go.
First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here.
Okay.
Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Oh, more errands. Fantastic.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Good point, good point. Alright. I don't suppose I can get to Blackthorn's from here. Nope. I'd have to make my way all the way around. Although I might be able to just take it. Is there a way to get around? Yes, there is.
I went up to give some greetings.
Hey, Blackthorn, I'm back. I need some parts made.
Can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Here you go. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm sure you can figure it out.
Krieger's Teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavanotto in here, will you?
Right.
Okay, sure. I don't know how they're gonna help, but fuck it. Yeah, but I don't see why not. So what's the plan here, boys?
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperature she's talking about.
Okay.
You lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Alright.
We'll get it done quicker if we split up.
Agreed.
One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Letting off steam. Both literally and metaphorically. Alright. Why do I need to talk to you?
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav, you're with me.
Gav, Gav, you're with me.
It's been a while since we've adventured together.
So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a pad, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You
Will do.
Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
All right. Let's see. Open world map. All right. Good thing that I know where this river is already.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go? Probably ran out of gear.
Yeah, it's on the other side here.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
Really didn't take a lot to find the river. We just literally walked out of town.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Maybe he's planning on melting it down to add it to the alloy? That would be my only guess.
Shall we?
We shall.
Unless it burns really hot. Which would allow us to get the temperature we need. That's actually probably closer to it.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
All right, one more. One more and we're good. Question is, where is the last one? I don't think it's up here. I think it's down here. Yep, as I expected. 5 bags of Stardust.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing fine. Yeah, he's doing great. Look at that big pouch of Stardust.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Sure. What's up, Gav?
like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain?
Yeah, not really.
Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise.
Wow. What a not awkward conversation.
Keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Don't mention it.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Fast travel back.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Mission accomplished. Easy peasy.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
I'll hang out with Otto next time. Also, I think we probably have enough points to get some new abilities. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so I want to get Judgment Bolt. No way in fuck I'm gonna be able to upgrade it, but that's okay. That's okay. And we'll master Pile Drive. Sick. Big lightning spell. Big lightning.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down, two to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course.
Okay.
For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
You don't?
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
How convenient.
What's
So
her name?
convenient.
Better be what details.
I don't fully believe that's possible.
What's her name?
That might just be contrivance for game purposes. But you know what? That's fine.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then.
Again, this
Here
doesn't
you
mean
see
anything
the
to me.
Mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now,
Okay.
were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see,
Okay.
and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
Okay.
The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Got it. So I get to do all the fighting while you get to stand back and wait. I appreciate the vote of confidence. All right. Lostwing. Now I just need to remember the easiest way to get over there. Let's see. Yep, we take the crossing here. Right. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. And we simply follow the road. Yep, I'm going in the correct direction. Totally.
Fly, Ambrosia.
And no point in dealing with monsters that will do nothing for my leveling.
You deserve a rest.
Alright, where am I looking?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Yep, I'll be right back. I'm sure everything will be fine. Totally won't get mauled to death by some unimaginable, horrible creature. Hopefully.
unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Goodbye. Zap. Easy. I don't think I took a single point of damage that whole fight.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Quest complete. Easy, as always. And another free 40 reputation. Love that. Alright, I will fast travel back to Mid, but I saw a treasure chest down here during the cutscene, and I want it. Meteorite? Okay, well, it's fine.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze.
That's
which is why you
bad.
need proper shielding.
Yeah.
A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Alright. Let's go speak with our resident bookworm. And double check to see that we don't have any more reputation rewards. Well,
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
prayer for safe travels.
You earned this.
I get something at 295.
All done?
So what was this cleric's medallion I just got? Is it something that boosts my healing as we discovered? Increases healing potency of potions by 40%. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, but not good enough. Why increase my potency on potions when I could just not take damage? You see, it's really that simple. It's not like, you know, any of the fights have been particularly difficult and I've gotten close to dying tonight or anything. Definitely not. I'm doing great.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Oh, it's for mid? Then fuck off. Get out of here. Leave. Fuck you.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will
Yes, thank you for showing me this picture I still can't decipher.
What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
Oh?
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames.
Okay.
Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do.
Are we doing a
I'll
pick
be heading
again?
to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Well, the obvious choice would be Jill. But I could be a weirdo.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Justinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
Yeah, we'll take what's
Made your decision. Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
I'll take Taria. You know, be weird, be different. Jill will be traveling with us on our next like full adventure venture. It'll be fine.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Got it.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Glad you're taking this well, you know. It's not, you know, I just want to do something different, you know. I don't get to hang out with Taria very often. I spent almost the entire game with Jill. I mean, to be fair, I could have used that excuse with Otto and taking Otto and not Gav, since we have spent more time with Gav, but, you know, Gav's my boy.
No. Where's Talia?
Gav's the lad.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What should I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Hello.
Oi, don't touch anything. And
I'll take a high potion too.
take it.
There's two. How the hell is anyone supposed to?
Yellow.
What can I interest you in today?
I'll take your garlic and I'll
It's
take
all
your
liking.
2 strength tonics. Thank you.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Come and get up. You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
And there you go.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I brought you along assuming we'd get a quick chat.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire.
Yeah, I'm sure we
No
do.
luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
I mean, that's,
In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
yeah, I try. I mean, for fuck's sake, I'm doing a bunch of errands for Sid's kid. Still here? Figured that we'd be a bit done.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Alright, I know we're coming up close to 11 o'clock, which is my normal cutoff, but we'll at least finish this quest chain up.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance.
Yeah, it was
I
easy
just
peasy.
explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah, it was fun.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once.
Believe me, it's only fun for a little while.
It will merely be a matter of applying the one to
Unless
the
you
other.
really like almost dying every
By a
15
rigorous
minutes.
process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
It wouldn't hurt. We'll do this, maybe watch another cutscene, and then I'll call it for the night.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding
Didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Oh god. This'll be interesting to see. Sometime later. Okay, so it's done? At least those parts, not the actual boat?
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement set.
Fuck!
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Yep.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command.
Oh.
Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something
You're
tells
giving me
it
a
is
boat?
what my dad would have wanted.
I mean, I'm game, but I don't know what to do with a fucking boat.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You know, I was gonna watch this cutscene, but honestly, this will be a good opening for next week. Let me save. Alright. Well, thanks everybody so much for watching, if you still are. I'll be back on Thursday night with Final Fantasy XIV, where we'll probably... I don't know if we'll finish Stormblood, but we'll probably make some decent progress towards getting very close to the end, at least of the main story quest. Obviously, there will still be stuff to do after that, but yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. Regardless, if you enjoyed and want to catch more streams, the easiest way to do so is to hit the buttons on your respective platforms, whether that be the subscribe and the bell on YouTube, or the follow button on Twitch, so you can get notified for when we go live, whether it just be me, or me and the boys with some Pathfinder. But regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed and have a good night. Bye-bye.